Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am finally doing a study vlog today. I realized the other day I was scrolling through my channel looking for ideas for content, and I realized my channel is supposed to be about study vlogs, and your girl has like no vlogging videos of studying. Like, excuse me? I'm so sorry about that, you guys. So I figured, why not make it YouTube related? I'm hoping, my thought process behind this is that hopefully you guys and YouTube will be my accountability partners. This way, not only am I holding myself accountable and making sure that I put this time aside for studying, but I'm also fulfilling what my channel says it's about, which is Lsat studying. So hopefully this will help me crank out some content for you guys. So I just got home about, I would say 20 minutes ago. I'm still in my work clothes, still kind of in my legal assistant mode. I just sat down in the office, and yeah, I went to my school's campus after work. It's right down the block from where I work, which is amazing. And I was hoping to study there, but my school played me, you guys. I don't have access to the computers in the library lab anymore because my credentials are no longer valid. And I also can't print anything, which I was hoping to print some problem sets and some practice tests from my 7-stage profile. And he was like, yeah, no. And I was like, I will pay for them, I promise. And he was like, no, you have to have an alumni card, a student card, I mean. And I was like, okay, well, I'm an alumni. Can I get an alumni card? And he was like, we don't have those. And I was like, okay, cool. So I ended up leaving there. He gave me some information to set up an account. So hopefully I can do that and start studying at the library instead of coming home. Because honestly, home is not the best place for me to study. I get super distracted with things and all I think about is my bed. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna try and get it done today, guys. So on the agenda is first I'm going to get out of these work clothes. I'm gonna go take a quick shower, get some dinner, and then I'm gonna come back, sit down, and get to cranking. Okay guys, this is Natalie from the future coming at you. I realized watching this as I was editing it that it might be more useful for you guys if I talk during these little study montages, so that you guys understand what I'm doing and how I'm actually studying. Watching me kind of do this in fast forward mode is not very useful for you guys. So basically what I'm doing here, I am doing some logical reasoning practice problem sets from 7-stage. You see earphones in, and that's because I'm listening to a Spotify classical playlist. I always tend to listen to classical music because it helps me focus, and it's kind of nice to have some background noise going on so that I'm just focused on what I'm doing. I do not listen to it very high. I usually listen to it on a very low setting, so it's kind of just something in the back of my head, and that way I can hear myself think through the problem. And yeah. Okay guys, so here you can see me doing some more logical reasoning questions from a different angle. Looking back, I thought you would be able to see the question, but this angle is not very good for that. In the future, I'm going to try and see if I can get a better look at the questions so you guys can see how I approach them, but I'll just let you know. First things first, I always read the stimulus, and I do that because I like to highlight the parts of the argument such as premises or premises, conclusions. I also like to highlight signal words, so things that signal a turn away from context. I like to highlight context so that I know that I don't have to pay attention to that part of the argument. This is a strategy that Seven Sage taught me, and it has massively improved how I do on logical reasoning questions. When I first took the exam, I was very bogged down by the detail, and I couldn't really find the meat of the argument the way I was supposed to. So it ate up a lot of my time during the exam. So I'm really happy that I'm able to share that little tip with you guys. Also, here in this clip, you can see me doing process of elimination. I am huge on process of elimination. I think it's the best way to find the correct answer because you are able to eliminate things that you know 100% are incorrect. And usually that leaves me left with 2 answer choices. Sometimes if I'm really good, I can just have 1 left, but usually I have 2 left. And what I do then is I usually try and find reasons to support each choice, and then I try to attack each choice to see which one holds up. And sometimes it's as simple as just knowing. My intuition tells me that it's correct, and sometimes I really do have to kind of take a little bit extra time to justify the correct answer. So that is what you see me doing in this clip, and yeah.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so here what I am doing is the logic games. I finally made it to that part of the syllabus. So here you don't really see me taking many notes because this part of the syllabus contains virtual classes where the instructor does practice problems with you, and he actually writes them out and goes through each question and goes through each stimulus and the rules. So what I'm doing here is just paying attention, trying to see how he goes about doing these problems and seeing the steps, which are honestly very similar to what I've already learned and what I've already been doing. But there are certain strategies that he uses that I think are very useful. For me, the hardest part about logic games is the inference making. I tend to sometimes miss certain inferences, which then leads to wrong answers because it's essentially missing information that could be useful for me. And as long as you make as many inferences as possible, it just makes answering the questions much easier because you have already thought about every possible rule and exception and all of that good stuff. The notes that I do take sometimes during these sections, I will screenshot the stimulus and the rules, and I will copy and paste them into a Google Drive that I have that's been ongoing. And I kind of do that for questions that are especially hard or ones that I do not understand. And then I follow along with what he's saying and I type it out step by step by step so I can review it later on and continue to reference that when I am practicing. So that is what you see me doing here. Nothing too special, just me watching my computer, frustrated. So yeah. guys, so here you can see me at my school's library. I was finally able to get my credentials and I now have access, so that's awesome. I'm doing some logic game problem sets here. I was doing the videos the night previous, so I decided to do these after work. Um, I have to say I did pretty well on these, better than I have in a while. So I'm really excited about that. I think I got maybe 2 wrong in the total of 3 problem sets. So that's really great news for me. But you can still see from my facial expressions in this video that I was a little confused and frustrated, understandably so. And that's mostly because I am still not making all of the inferences that need to be made before I jump into the questions. And I don't know if that's because I'm not seeing the inference that needs to be made and I'm not connecting the dots, or because I'm rushing, although I really don't feel like I'm rushing. But I guess through practice, I'll kind of get better and see which one of those I'm doing. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this new format that I'm trying. I want these videos to be as useful as possible for you guys, and in the next video I am probably going to be filming from a different angle so that you guys can follow along with what I'm doing. But until then, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share these videos with friends and family. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!